Every challenge is an opportunity for growth and learning if an individual has a positive attitude and the will to achieve. Namaskar and good evening, everyone. BMU ACM Student Chapter presents to you its flagship event, HackBMU, with its fifth edition this year. HackBMU is a hackathon focused on promoting innovation, diversity, and networking among all future hackers. We will be hosting upcoming engineers and developers from all over the world to create mobile, web, and hardware hacks for an intense 48-hour session this weekend. This year, we have received a whopping 630 registrations from 16 different countries, including students from high school as well. We have hosted a series of 15 workshops this month, in the month of December, January, and February, starring many profound national speakers like Stephen Devapol, Ankit Mahato, Almas Ansari, Kriti Geda, and many more.
For this edition of HackBMU, we have a simple but a powerful vision in mind, that is to reach out to more and more first timers and upskill them in order to create a future hacker generation. We want HackBMU to be more than just a 48-hour virtual hackathon. We want it to be a platform for people to upskill, learn, and innovate. With this aim in mind and with the support of the hacking community, we hope to create a new generation of hackers. We are planning for a new standard for virtual hackathons in terms of the type, the quality, and the quantity of seminars and community bonding events. At last, we want hackathons to be more than just a 2 day long event. They should be a full fledged experience for all those involved.
So, on behalf of BML Munjal University and Hack BMU, I, Prachi Bagga, along with my co host Harshita Novar, would like to welcome Colonel Mohit Baba. Colonel Mohit Bawa is the Dean Student Welfare as well as the Department of Administration. Colonel Bawa holds over 34 years of rich cross cultural experience in business operations, business development, strategic and tactical planning, logistics and procurement, security administration and facilities, liaison at top level both within India and abroad. Prior to joining BMU, he was engaged with the Quality Group, Tanzania, East Africa as Chief Operations Officer. Before that, he was engaged with ABG Group and Indian MNC at Sierra Leone, West Africa, as Vice President, Administration to set up a greenfield bauxite mining operation. And before that, with Rolta India Limited as Vice President, Defense Sales. He has previously served the Indian Army in its elite arm, the cavalry, for nearly 2.5 decades. He has been an observer on deputation in the United Nations, Iraq, Kuwait observation missions. While in service in the Army, he steered the implementation of various community development projects like constructions of school buildings, distribution of foodstuff and seeds for agriculture, conducted many medical camps, assisted the civil administration in emergency conditions in Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, and in the northeastern part of India. Colonel Baba, the stage is all yours.
Thanks a lot, Prachi. I think that's made me sound larger than life. And you've taken a lot of time. So next time we'll make it shorter, right? So I just want to take this opportunity to welcome all the participants of HackBMU. We at BMU, like Prachi and Harshita said, have been holding this event for the past 4 years, and this is the fifth edition. And I'm very proud of our ACM club, or rather chapter, which is hosting this, and they've done a wonderful job. I take the opportunity on behalf of my university to welcome all the attendees, and I hope you do a wonderful job, and we hope to see a lot of competition and let the best team win. I will not take much more time, but yes, ethical hacking is something which all of us need in today's cyber era, wherein I'm from the army, and even we need a lot of help from ethical hackers to make sure that we keep our country protected and all our systems in place. So we look forward to these 48 hours of intense, competition. And I wish you all the very best. And like I said again, I wish the best team wins, right? And I'm very, very hopeful that my own university students will also do exceedingly well. All the best. That is it from my side. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational words and encouraging the participants. Now, we would like to welcome Professor Vinay Nangia. With over 22 years in higher education as a professor and over 9 years as a head of department, Professor Vinay has guided 500 plus students in admission to various UG and PG programs of institutes and universities in India, and 100 plus students for admission in various MS and MBA programs in the last 25 years, moving to USA and Europe. Dr. Vinay has over 24 years work experience in senior and top positions in manufacturing and service sectors in India and abroad. He has guided more than 75 young business executives with up to 3 years experience and more than 25 business executives with 5 plus years experience. Dr. Vinay has more than 15 years of experience of taking UPSC interviews for civil services. He also has over 24 years of experience in business, industry, and banking in India and overseas, which includes setting up new projects and new businesses in India and overseas. He was instrumental in setting up MBA in Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Venture Development program in 2019. I hand over the virtual stage now to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the elaborate introduction. Well, friends, a very good evening to all of you. And I am back after version 1, where I was a mentor in first hackathon conducted by BMU. So it gives me a lot of happiness. For the first time when I was associated with a hackathon, I got a very negative feeling of the word hacker. You know, hackathon is by hackers who give you a negative kind of feeling. But when you see that they are striving towards a solution, and which includes front development, back end development, which includes project management, which includes design, which includes domain knowledge, and that's a wonderful thing. The key word there, my observation has been that most often I have found people lacking in the order of first domain knowledge. Quite often that's one area where they have not been able to come up to the mark. The second is the project management. It is front end, back end, which they handle most easily, and it is project development which comes in between. Anyway, the keyword which I have noticed there is, which is in hackathon, the keyword is agility. Now, agility is something, actually, I tell you, when I was a student, we did not have even calculators invented by that time. Forget about computer. Even calculator was not there. So in my short lifespan, we have moved from calculator to metaverse. And we have moved to, the planes going to Mars. So that is the speed of change which is happening. And hackathon is a reflection of that it is that speed at which you have to find out solutions. So when you have to find out solutions in a short while, you require skills of variety of areas. Okay, so it is a game of wits and guts and knowledge and skills, but to be combined in a very short while. So that's very, very important. If you go back a little bit historically, humankind history is fully, it is full of inventions, discoveries, and social changes, etc. The Stone Age lasted 2.5 billion years, whereas when we came to the after Stone Age, interestingly, it is not Iron Age, as many of you may wrongly think. It was Bronze Age, which was from 3200 BC to 1200 BC. That is just 2000 years. And when you look at Iron Age, which came later, that was just from 1200 BC to 100 AD. And if you talk about Industrial Revolution, if you talk about other things, they are just 18th century. I mean, like, it's just 300 years. So that's you look at the speed at which things are changing. Another dimension I would like to bring to your attention is that economics as a discipline has come in 18th century only. And land, labor, capital, and management were the factors of production. I repeat, land, labor, capital, and management were the factors of production. Today, land and labor have lost value. Today, it is idea, innovation, capital obviously remains, and enterprise. So that is how the word is changing. So in the journey of idea to taking it to IPO, the startup journey, hackathon plays a very, very, very important role in the early stages. And I would like to wish all the best to all the participants to be able to come out with very successful, interesting developments. Everybody may not be able to come out with solutions, but this is an opportunity to learn quickly, to learn together. It's a team building exercise, it is a management exercise. So it is not just hackathon, it is a test of your personality in totality. So all the best to all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your wise words, sir, and thank you for taking out your precious time to grace our event. Now, we would like to play a small video from our title sponsor, Spheron.
Spheron is the simplest, fastest, and most affordable way to deploy and host your dApps. Built to run on multiple supported transaction layers to any decentralized cloud network of your choice in 3 clicks. Yes, it's that easy. Step 1. Choose a token on your favorite chain, including USDC, USDT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Spheron, or any other supported token. Step 2. Use any framework for your front end and any programming language for your backend. Configure settings and deploy from a supported code repository to any decentralized cloud network of your choice. Step 3. Scale, update, store, and execute your front-end or back-end code without worrying about extra fees, programmer salaries, or worrying about anything other than development. Join Web 3.0 and become immune from censorship, hacking attacks, outages, and tracking. Why wait? Join Spheron and decloud yourself today.
So with this, we have with us Mr. Prashant Maurya, co-founder of Spheron and winner of countless code fests, studied ECE at PSIT Kanpur. This young autodidact is the brain behind Spheron. After thinking of creating abstract layers on top of existing decentralized protocols to make Spheron happen, he has faced many challenges and thrived. Spheron offers a wide range of development tools that make decentralized web apps easily buildable and accessible to everyone, harnessing the power of blockchain, and is designed in a way to avoid it going into superannuation for at least 2 decades. Prashant works with top experts globally, which shows how good a team player he is. The co-founder claims that giving team members ownership leads to a passion for work rather than just money, which is what drives the protocol's success. So it's all yours, Prashant.
Thank you so much. I was not knowing like this much has been written for me. So thank you so much for the introduction and appreciate you guys have invited me here to talk about something which is very untouched territory for a lot of people here, and also it is going to be happening in BMU itself. I believe there are a lot of things which will get open over the time once this entire hackathon will go on. So as you said, like I have started my Web3 journey and Web3 journey as a hacker. When I say hacker, so like Professor Vinay was saying, I believe I was hearing that hacking is a negative word, but it totally depends on how you take it. So if you take it as a ethical way, it becomes a positive. If you take it as non-ethical way, it becomes negative. So it totally depends on the people how exactly they want to differentiate it. So I have also started as my career into Web3 space as a hacker. So, but for me, it was more on the ethical side, sir, to to answer Professor Vina here, so that we should understand what hacking I'm talking about. So yeah, so my journey, I started with the hacking with the Web3 and learned a lot, grown myself from just a simple hacker to transitioning from hacking to building the team, bootstrapping the team, managing the global team, managing the financials, doing a job of BD, sales, management, just a lot of more things which you can't even think of. So most of the things which I have learned over the time. Um, so it's a big opportunity to be a hacker and try to understand how exactly the new innovation happens. Just wanted to add a few more points in order to make most of attendees here to understand why hacking is very important. Whenever a technological innovation happens, there are times when you have to start building something in order to test those technologies up. If I still correctly remember the right numbers during the dot-com boom, hardly 2K, 5K sites, web applications were there at that point of time. And that too, they used to take around 5 to 10 seconds just to get loaded, right? But the more and more it evolved over the time, the more and more site has came up, and then system as a whole, innovation as a whole also evolved with that. So innovation is something which doesn't evolve in a day or two or three or four. It evolves and it takes decades to go to the maturity. And that is where hacking plays a very vital role. That point of time, the people who have participated into the Google or Amazon or anyone's hackathons, they might be millionaires or billionaires now. The reason being is they knew what they're building and they knew the future of the technology where it is heading towards. The same is going to happen, is happening with the Web3 space as well. And I'm very big supporter of Web3. Uh, so why I'm big supporter of Web3? Because it gives everyone an opportunity, even after 2 decades now, when a lot of technical evolution has happened. This is next generation, or you can say next Z evolution, which is going to happen in India or across the globe. Nobody's going to stop it. Anyone, people try to do that, but it never happened. So the one thing which I would like to say here is participate, hack around it, build something which is awesome, break something if you wish to, and find out how it got broken. Let us know what you think. And there are a lot of ample of opportunities out there lying out there to build, to hack, and to innovate, and to become founder and a CEO, the next unicorn from the India into the Web3 space itself. So that is what I have to say. And coming to this Firon side, just wanted to put that as well so that you guys know what this Firon basically does. You guys have played a very good promo there. It is already present in our site as well. You guys can go and check it out. But overall, the narration of this Firon is to build a application which allows people to launch their Kirana store or anything on the Web3 space within few clicks itself. So tomorrow it should not be a day when everyone has to go and become a developer in order to build these things. We are building the tools around it to make sure not everyone has to become a developer. So for example, like WordPress came into the picture and suddenly like a lot of people had their web application live. The same thing, the same innovation is going to happen in this space itself. And that is where Sphron is leading the way forward. And we are looking to make that impact and see that impact into our existing ecosystem, not only in India, but also globally as well. So thank you so much, guys. And then let me know if I want to add anything else. I'll be more than happy to add it.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time out to enlighten us and all our participants. Your words means a lot. And now we would like to welcome Kunal Kushwaha, who is HackBMU 5.0's Emirates coach. Mr. Kunal is working towards empowering communities via open source and education. He finds passion in teaching and has taught thousands of folks online and in person. He is currently a developer advocate at SIBO, a CNCF ambassador, track chair for KubeCon and Cloud Native Con student track, GitHub campus expert, Major League hacking coach, Gold Microsoft Learn student ambassador. In the past, he has been a Google Summer of Code mentor at Red Hat Middleware, student program manager at Data on Kubernetes community, a part of the Kubernetes release team, and the Major League Hacking Fellowship. He is the founder of Community Classroom, an organization which is focused on providing training and mentorship, all free of cost. He also started the official Cloud Native Student Community Group, which is joined by thousands of students focused on getting more young people involved in the ecosystem. These platforms are utilized by conducting hands on workshops, events, podcasts, and sharing about opportunities in the field. So, the virtual stage is all yours now, sir.
Thanks, Harshita, for the great introduction. You don't have to call me sir. I'm still a student in my final year right now. I'm looking forward to graduating this year and looking forward to interacting with everyone else as well during the hackathon. I'm going to be your MLH coach, so I'm going to be telling you what MLH is and what you can expect this particular weekend and what you can win as well. So I have some amazing prizes lined up for you. Cool. So as you can see, I'm a coach at MLH, and I'm an open source enthusiast. And everything you need to know, like about MLH, you can find it at hack.mlh.io, and you can connect with other MLH members in our Discord channel as well. But if this is like your first hackathon, or this is, let's say, your first MLH event, you might be wondering what is MLH. MLH is an organization that is empowering around a global community of hackers, around 135,000 every year, just like you. Does not matter what the background is, like a beginner or a professional, everyone is welcomed. And you can take part in such like member events and local hack days and local hosts and stuff, and win community points. So what are we doing this weekend? Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Oh, sorry, that's today. Today at 9 p.m. IST, we're gonna be doing a mini event. MS Paint Bob Ross. So make sure you join us in the Discord channel of HackBMU, and you can also get a beautiful limited edition 2022 season mascot T-shirt while supplies last. I'll share the form for this in the Discord channel after this meeting. The webinar is over. And do also check out the GitHub Campus Expert program. It's currently accepting applications, I believe. And it's a great program if you want to help out your community and get support from GitHub for doing so. Definitely check it out at hackp.ac/GitHub. And we have all the resources that you need to get started with this particular hackathon. You and your team can win an OctoCAD swag bundle. It's going to consist of a collection of swag from GitHub with the most creative use of GitHub. So use GitHub and sort of like good. What does good use of GitHub consist of? Making use of pull requests, having a good README file, good commit messages and commit histories, and making use of the project board, for example, labels, issues, so on and so forth. Okay, so you can get started with it at the URL that is mentioned on the screen. You can also build a hack with any Twilio API, and you can use your free $50 for the trial. No credit card is required, and you can win some amazing prizes with that as well. Okay, to get started, you can go to Twilio, which is the URL for hackp.ac/Twilio. And you can also build an app using Diso for a chance to win. I got removed, maybe due to some technical issue. Where did you lose me? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. I think you're disconnected in between.
Oh, where? Will
So
you?
you can just play the slides and I'll tell you.
Okay, no worries. Nas in the chat. Cool. No
Yes,
worries.
sir.
Tech issues happen. No problem. All right. So yeah, you can build your hack with any Twilio API, and you can use your $50 worth of trial, and you can get some amazing prizes from Twilio. You can also build an app using Diso for a chance to win $100 worth of Diso coin. And Diso, the official Web3 sponsor for the MLH Hackathon League. For more information, you can head over to the Diso URL. You can also use Linode's cloud platform for a chance to win a Raspberry Pi 4 starter kit, and you can also get like $100 in free credits to like try it out, for example. And it'd be cool if you have made your application, deployed it to share it with your friends. So you need a domain name for that, and you can get a free domain name and a website builder from GoDaddy registry today. And the weekend code for this hackathon is MLHBMU. You can get started at www.tech.study, and you can get access this code, and you can get your free domain name. And you can also add authentication to your hack using auth and win some exciting prizes. And for the hardware enthusiasts, you can earn a sweet hardware prize if you make use of DigiKey electronics. It can even be a virtual hardware hack. It does not have to be like the physical one. So either way works. Show off your demo and earn some nice iDemo stickers as well, the demo part. And you can check out hackp.ac/learn for hackathon starter kits. So you can check out the GitHub student developer pack as well. If you don't already have it, I would highly encourage you to sign up for an education pack, because you'll get a lot of free resources that you can also use after the hackathon while you are a student, basically. You can also head over to hackp.ac/careers to take part in the career lab. Speaking of like open source programs and stuff, we have a Millage Fellowship. The summer program is beginning on May 31st. It's a 12-week internship alternative. You can learn how to contribute to open source, and it's 100% remote. You can earn a stipend and build a network, and you'll get so many mentors, and it's going to drastically improve your chances of landing a job, for example. So the Millage Fellowship runs around 3 times a year: fall, spring, and summer. And you can apply over here at this URL. But on a serious note, it's an MLH part. MLH is a part of this event, so MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone: organizers, attendees, judges, everyone who has been a part of the event. So I would highly recommend you to read this code of conduct at this URL, and we want everyone to abide by the code of conduct as well, to make it a safe space for everyone. In case you want to report any incidents, here's the email, incidents@mlh.io, and the phone number that you can reach out to for emergencies. Thanks again to all our partners, and can't wait to work with you all this during this hackathon. I'll be active in the Discord channel. If you need my help, you can ask me anything in the Ask MLH channel. And yeah, good luck everyone, and looking forward to seeing your hacks.
Thank you so much, Kunal. That was very insightful, and thank you for briefing us about what Major League Hacking is all about. Now, there's another small message from our sponsor that we'd like to share with you.
Good evening, everyone. It's Tia. I'm the head of community at Wizard, coming in to represent Wizard. We're very happy to be part of today's event, a hackathon where a community of upcoming engineers and developers from all over the world are getting together to create mobile, web, and hardware hacks. Building products has always been difficult. It's always required team effort. Our vision at Wizard is to enable and empower everyone to easily and efficiently visualize, test, and validate app and web ideas. Great ideas truly can come from anyone. You don't need a design background, and that's why design should be accessible, inclusive, open, and collaborative. Like today, where we have a lot of developers who may or may not have some design experience. Wizard is the official design partner for HackBMU. Here's a look at what the tool can do, including converting your wireframes into digital prototypes using AI, as well as extracting themes and styles from any image or URL. You can use Wizard absolutely for free. There is no learning curve needed. It's almost the Canva for.
So that was Wizard. So now let's move forward to know more about what we have in store in HackBMU 5.0. So let's get on to our schedule. We begin with hackathon on the 17th, that is today. Over the span of these 2 days, we have a lot of mini events and workshops planned for you all. And 19th is going to be the day of judgment, the day we bring out the results. So, yeah, move to the next slide, please. Here comes day one. So, day one begins at 5 p.m. That is happening right now, the opening ceremony. Then the hacking starts at 6 p.m. And the first mini event, that is MS Paint Bob Ross, also known as MLH's favorite mini event, starts at 9 p.m. Moving on to day two. Day two begins at 10 a.m. IST. That begins with the first mentoring call, which is going to be ungraded. So that means y'all can get your reviews, etc., and y'all can work on your projects accordingly, since it is going to be ungraded. Then we have the coding event at 2 p.m. IST. And then we have a Spheron workshop at 3 p.m. And 7 p.m. is the mini event 2, that is Gartic Phone.
Now, coming to the last but a very eventful day of HackBMU 5.0. So, it starts at 11 a.m. IST. We'll have our second mentoring call. This time it will be graded and it will be an eliminator. Here, the top 20 teams will proceed towards the final round and will present their solution in front of the judges. Afterwards, at 3 p.m. IST, we'll have a judging round with a panel of highly skillful judges where hackers will get to present their projects in front of the judges one by one. Afterwards, at 7 p.m., we have a fun and relaxation and rejuvenation event planned for you all. This is your chance to truly relax after a tiring load of hacking and coding and have immense fun at the same time. And then at 8 p.m. we'll have our closing ceremony and all the results will be announced and we'll have our winners in front of us. Now going to the next slide. Let's get on with our mini events. So firstly we'll have a first mini event which is today. MS Paint Bob Ross. It is MLH's new favorite main event and it will hopefully be yours too. You will be watching a Bob Ross video alongside hackers and you'll be creating a masterpiece. And this mini event is hosted by Kunal Kushwaha. So you at the end you'll get to take turns sharing your screen to showcase the masterpiece that you made. You can even consider them posting in a public channel or your social medias of some sort. Now coming to the second mini event. Second mini event is Gartic Phone. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but still Gartic Phone is an online game that mixes Pictionary with the telephone game. So telephone game is basically a game where you whisper into the next person ear all the way around the group and compare the original phrase to what was whispered. So this game is a visual version of that, where you draw what you see and you try to guess what you saw. So at the players, the first player will propose a sentence and the second player must draw to try to make the next player guess what that sentence was, and the same goes on for the third and fourth player and so on. So at the end of the game, you will get the players compare the last guess sentence to the starting sentence, which should be as close as possible. In fact, the more players there are, the less similar the sentences will be. Now coming to the our last mini event, which is a relaxation and rejuvenation event. We're hosting a meme madness event for you. Here you'll get to describe your HackBMU journey through a meme. And other than this, we have even more surprising fun events in that mini event, which are in store for you to relax to. You'll also get a chance to win goodies, swags, and more in this mini event.
So now we have the evaluation guidelines. So we have 2 mentoring calls for all the teams and 1 judging call for the top teams. Mentoring will be based on your originality, execution, usefulness, and learning. Judging will be based on originality, execution, usefulness, learning, and your presentation. Next slide, please. So the schedule for mentoring is, we begin with our mentoring sessions on the 18th February from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This mentoring session is going to be ungraded. After that, we have 19th February. Now, this is the second mentoring session. It begins at 11 a.m. and ends at 2 p.m. IST. Then we have the schedule for judging. It is on the 19th February from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The judging and mentoring will take place on Google Meet. The link will be shared on Discord. For mentoring, it's up to the team how they want to present the hack to the mentors. Each team will have 7 minutes for the same. For judging, each team should have a pitch and a presentation ready. Each team will be given 10 minutes for the same, 5 minutes for pitching and 5 for Q&A.
Coming to the submission guidelines, the submission on Dare to Compete will start from 19th February at 4 p.m. IST and it will end on 19th February at 6:30 p.m. sharp. So be sure to get your submission ready and submit it on time on the Dare to Compete site. So the project submission should include the following things mentioned. Top 20 teams will submit their project here for the final evaluation and will present their solution or hack in front of the judges, and then they'll decide the top teams. You have to submit the things written over there, like what's the project name, the code, and all the necessary things like data technology used. You'll also have to submit a demo video, which should be at max 2 minutes long. It is preferred that you share the YouTube link of your demo video. You can also share it in the form of a Google Drive link. Next slide, please. Now coming to the prizes, the fruit of all your hard work. So the third prize, for the third prize, that is second runner-up, they'll get a cash prize of 10,000 rupees, and the following prizes mentioned from all our sponsors. Next slide, please. For second place, that is the first runner-up, you'll get a cash prize of 20,000 rupees, and the following prizes mentioned by our sponsors. Now coming to the prizes for our winners. So our winners will get a cash prize of 30,000 rupees, and all these prizes by our sponsors. Go to the next slide, please. All the details of all the prizes that are mentioned here will be shared with you right after this session on our Discord channel, and this PPT will also be shared for your reference. These are the additional prizes provided by Major League Hacking. Okay, now coming to the rules, a document with all the listed rules will be shared with all the participants right after this session on Discord and on Dare to Compete. So make sure to follow all these rules and abide by these rules and work accordingly, and do also to share the code of conduct provided by MLH. For any of your doubts, you can contact us on our Discord server through the Ask Organizers channel. You can also contact us through the socials that are mentioned below.
So that is it for the presentation. Now we would like to present a promotional video from our styling partners, Gatsby.
No one can help him find the right suit, but we can help him find his hair swag. Gatsby Hairstyling Wax. Find your hair swag.
Now I would like to welcome Mr. Prashant to give us the green flag.
Yeah, hey. So sorry. I was thinking like my turn has gone now. I won't be invited again. So yeah, looking forward to it, guys. Go ahead and kill and win all those exciting prizes. I believe one thing which I personally liked about if I would have been the hacker, I would have gone through the to win this hackathon to get that U Wizard subscription for me so that I can start designing those things for a year or so. So there are a lot of things, and apart from that, I believe you guys haven't put Spheron side, like Spheron is not offering anything. So Spheron is totally Web3 space. All the winners, once our pro things goes into live, just drop their Ethereum address to us. We'll whitelist them so that they should be able to access our pro UI for 6 months or 7 months down the line. It is very costly. So it will be helpful for a lot of winners here. So congratulations, go and nail it, guys.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to thank Colonel Mohit Bawa, Professor Vinay Nangia, Prashant Maurya, Mr. Kunal Kushwaha for all their uplifting words. We would like to express our gratitude towards BML Munjal University, BMU ACM Student Chapter, and all our sponsors for making all this possible. So, HackBMU 5.0 is brought to you by our title sponsor Spheron, our official event partner MLH Hacking, our streaming partner StreamYard, our platinum sponsors Balsamic, Exure, Echo 3D, Leading Learners, Wolfram, One Password, and Taskade. Our gold sponsors Cybrancy, our silver sponsors Coding Ninjas, Testmail.app, Interview Buddy, Gen XYZ, Slido, and TechBond. Our styling partner Gardenia, our hiring partners Hyphen, Mentro, DU Assassins, Interns Info, and Spheron. Our associate partner Geeks for Geeks, our official designing tool wizard, and our media partners Youth Mag, ED Times, DU Assassin, and DU Beats. So thank you everyone. We really appreciate you being here.
Make sure you all fill the check-in form for the event, which is already shared in our Discord channel. If you haven't joined our Discord channel yet, make sure to join it. The link for the same will be in the chat box. Yeah, thank you everyone.